Good morning, everybody. Brooke here, ready for our morning Pilates routine. We're going to use a little bit of equipment today. We've got a ball, soft Pilates ball, and a long resistance band. So hopefully you've got those to hand. If you don't have the equipment, don't worry about it. Still plenty of things you can do with this workout without the equipment. It's going to be a fairly intermediate workout. We're going to work every muscle group of the body, small muscles as well as big muscles. But listen to your body if you feel any pain through your lower back or your neck, just take little breaks as you go along and dial things back if you need to. We're going to go ahead and start standing up. Just have a look at your feet. Feet should be hip width apart with your toes and heels in a line. Try to really stretch and spread your toes out nice and wide. Just roll your shoulders up, over, back, and down. Just opening up the chest a little bit as you circle the shoulders back. Good. Now take a deep breath in, reach your arms overhead. Draw the abdominals, think about your rib to hip connection, and then float up onto your toes, just finding your balance, lengthening through the fingertips, and then reach your arms out to the side as you drop your heels down to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest, round your spine, and start rolling down over your legs, just scooping the belly button in as the head and shoulders go down. Just hang there for a moment, just relaxing the back and neck, just a gentle nod, and then shake the head side to side. And then circle your shoulders here. So over, just roll the shoulders back and roll them forward. Good. Now bend the knees, get your hands down to the mat and start walking forward, breathing out as you come forward. Good. Just relax the shoulders down away from the ears, zip the core in tight, and we're going to lower the knees down to the mat. Breathe out, lift them back up. Breathe in, lower the knees down, exhale, lift them up. 2 more times. Just drop the knees, keep the hips in line, shoulders, just pulling the knees for last one, down, up and hold. Now I lift your left foot up, point your toe on that left foot. Lift the leg just to hip height, hold, then inhale, lower back down. 3 more like that. Lift and lower. Last 2 and down. Holding the last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch legs. Left toe goes down, point the right toe, lift up, hold, inhale, lower. 4 more, up and down. 3, last 2, and then hold in the last one for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the right toe under, lift your hips all the way up, press into your heels, and take a deep breath in as you stretch the backs of your legs. Now as you breathe out, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, check your feet are still hip width apart, still parallel as you roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Now lace the fingers behind the back, lift the arms, lift your chest, lift your head, inhale, and then exhale. Just hinge yourself forward, let the arms drop away from the body, let the chest drop down close to your knees, and hold your stretch. Take the hands all the way down to your sides. Now I want you to bend your right knee with your left leg straight, and then change. Bend the left knee with the right leg straight. 1 more time each way, just softening the right knee, but straightening at the left. And then bend the left knee with the right leg straight. And then I want you to bend both knees. Place your hands flat on the mat, and then try to straighten your legs out as best you can. Just get them long, and start really pressing down into the heels, and then bend your knees. Keep your hands flat on the mat, but start walking forward, breathing out as you come forward. Good. Lift the head, slide the shoulders away from you. Lift the right leg up, point the toe up to the ceiling. Drop the knee under the body to the opposite elbow. Try to touch that elbow. Lift the toe to the ceiling. Drop the knee under the body. Keep your standing legs strong and straight. Lift that kneecap. And down. Last one. We're going to hold the knee against the elbow as it tucks under the body. Stay there for 3, 2, and 1. And straighten up your right leg. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Lift your left leg up. Left knee to right elbow. Breathing out. Drop the hip. Inhale. Reach that toe. Strong straight arms. Exhale. Drop the hip under the body. Knee to elbow. Last 2. Standing legs straight. And down. 1 more. Lift. And then again, this time we're going to hold. Knee to elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank. Lift your hips all the way up. Press into your heels. Inhale. And then exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Drop your chin, bend the knees, round your spine, and roll all the way up over the legs. Shoulders and head up last. Now I'm going to turn. So just lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Slide your right hand down along your side. And then switch it, lift the right arm up, left hand slides down alongside, just lengthening that arm and those ribs. Come back down. Now we're gonna drop the chin to the chest, round the spine, roll yourself all the way down, soften the knees, walk forward, out into your plank, breathing out as you come forward. Lift the head, slide the shoulders down away from the ears, and then come into a push-up. Bend your elbows, pull elbows in tight to the side of the ribcage, and bring up past the mat away. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Stay there for 4. Feel free to modify by dropping the knees if you need to. 3. Last 2. Exhale as you lift. 1 more. Lift up and hold. And then we're just going to step your right hand forward, left hand forward. Just a little shuffle forward the hand, right hand back, left hand back again. Forward, forward, back, back. Try to stabilize the hips as much as you can. You're going to move a little bit. Try to squeeze the glutes, zip the core. Last one, forward, back, and hold. And then lower your knees, sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms, rest your head. Good. Change position, coming onto your back. And we're gonna grab the ball. So place the ball between your knees and squeeze it tight. Now we want neutral spine. You got that little inner curve of your lower back. A little gap onto the lower back, the rib cage sinks down, wrap the arms together, lifting the pelvic floor, squeeze the ball tight between the knees. Now we're gonna peel your head and shoulders up off the mat, reach your hands to the wall in front of you and start pumping the arms, breathing in for 4. Flip the palms as you breathe out for 4. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Keep the belly button in tight, but try to maintain your neutral spine. So try not to jam that lower back into the mat or tuck your tailbone. Try to maintain that neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Now, if you can, we extend the legs out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Breathing, keep the shoulders high up off the mat, chin into your chest. 3 more breaths. Inhale for 4. Breathe, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Last one, breathing in. Breathe, 2, 3, 4. Good. Drop the shoulders back. Now take the hands behind the head, elbows out wide. Again, we're going to lift the shoulders, stretch the legs, squeeze the balls, squeeze and scoop the abdominal seam, lower the legs down towards the floor. Exhale, lift them back up. Breathe in, drop the shoulders down to the mat and bend your knees. Breathe out, head and shoulders up, legs long. Squeeze the balls, scoop the belly button in. Inhale, lower the legs down. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, shoulders back on the knees. Now, if you find that by doing that, you're getting into your lower back at all, or if it just feels too strong, you can lift your shoulders up and keep the knees bent as you lower. So this is your modification. And then down. Otherwise, we're going to keep going with the legs straight. Extend, lower, lift, bend, and recover. 2 more. Whichever level you're doing, again, keep those knees bent as you lower and lift if you want the modification. Inhale down. Last one, shoulders high, stretch the legs, scoop everything in tight, lower the legs, exhale, lift, and then take the shoulders back. Pass the ball into your hands and hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now let's take the ball, just pop it to the side, hands behind the knees. We're going to roll up and prop up onto your elbows. So elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Touch your ribs and draw that lowest front rib down towards the mat. Draw your belly button in. Now I'm going to extend the legs out, breathing out. Inhale, pull the knees back to the chest. Extend the legs out, feet together, knees together, bend the knees. Let's go one more time. Extend out and hold. Now lower your right leg down to the mat. Exhale, lift back up. Add a little turn out on your toes, a little V between your heels. Lower the left leg down. Exhale, heels come back together. One more time, right leg down. Exhale up. Left leg down. Exhale up. Now I'm going to bend your knees, and we're going to reach the arms out to your side. Just kind of pull those elbows out from underneath, and then open everything out. Take a deep breath in, and then breathe out. Lift your hands, lift your head, feet stay stuck to the mat. Roll yourself up. Stretch forward over your legs. Breathe in, straighten up the back. And then breathe out, round the spine, rolling down. Once again, point the toes, squeeze the legs together, breathe in, reach the arms all the way behind you, and then breathe out. Try to keep the feet anchored to the mat. So you can just slowly peel yourself up off the mat. Reach the arms to the wall in front of you, and then breathe in. Articulating that spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round the spine, point the toes, squeeze the legs together. We're gonna hold halfway. So you can go a little lower and hold. Now lift the arms up, hold the arms overhead. Inhale, lower back down, just one more time. Exhale, lift the arms up and hold. Inhale, lower back down, and then extremely slowly rolling yourself back down to the mat. Take a deep breath in with your next exhale. One last time, lifting the hands, peeling the spine, slowly coming up off the mat, and reach forward. And then we're going to straighten up the spine, shoulders down away from the ears. Try to really puff the chest. Pull your shoulder blades together behind your back, and then open and round out your lower back as you, again, come halfway back. Now, right hand crosses your body, right hand touches the left hip as the left arm goes up to the head, and then switch. There's no movement through the pelvis or your legs. We're pointed toes, squeezing the legs together. The shoulders turn kind of in isolation from the hips, so just the shoulders moving as the arms sweep across the body for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hands in front of you, go 1 click lower, shoulders down away from the ears, and then again, exhale, lift the arms up. Inhale, lower them back down. Exhale, lift the arms. Inhale, lower them down. Go down 1 more click, down 1 more click, and then slowly all the way back down to the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then roll yourself up again. Reach for this time. I want you to flex your feet. So pull your toes in. Touch your toes if you can. If you can't get to the toes, reach for your ankles. And then straighten up your back with those feet flexed. Now try to make sure your ribs are right on top of your hips. They're not kind of back here. Kind of push those ribs forward. Think string out of the top of the head, lengthening, and then reach your arms out to the side. So let's stretch. And we're going to turn to the left and do a double pulse. Just twist, twist. Come back to the center. Think string out of the top of the head, shoulders away from the ears. Twist to the right, twist, twist. Back to the center, lift and lengthen. Twist, twist, center, double twist, twist. Back to the center, hands to the front, round out your back, and roll yourself all the way down to the mat. Right hands on your knees, hug your knees into your chest, and add a little bit of movement, just rocking side to side. Good. Hug your right knee in, extend your left leg out, lift your head, lift your shoulders in, print your lower back down into the mat, scoop the belly button in, and switch the legs. Strong exhale with each knee pull. Stay here for 6. Think rib to hip connection, carving out these abdominals. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pull both knees into your chest. Take your hands behind your head. Extend your right leg out, elbows wide, and then lower the shape of your leg, just hinging down and back up again. Now, modifications, if you need them, you can let the head and shoulders come down to the mat as you move the legs. This kind of dials it back, makes it a little bit easier. Or you can even bend both knees and just drop the feet down and up. Let's aim for 2 more, whichever level you're doing. Down and lift. Last 1. Lift and hold. Switch the legs. Let's actually drop the shoulders briefly as we change sides. Peel the head and shoulders back up. Scoop the belly button in. Keep that foot button to the inside of your straight leg as you lower and lift. Stay here 6. And remember your options. Your head and shoulders can be down. We can have both knees bent. Exhale each time we lift. Try to stabilize the lower back. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. Up and hold. And then drop the shoulders. Hug your knees into the chest. Take a deep breath. Now lift the toes up to the ceiling. Straighten up your legs, move your feet around, both directions. And then point the toes, peel your head and shoulders up. And we're gonna hold the right leg as the left leg drops down. We're gonna climb up that leg towards the ankles. And we're gonna bend both knees and then lift the chest a little higher as you straighten the legs back out. Switch legs. Again, walk up so you can climb up to the back of that calf. Soften the knees and then straighten them out as best you can. Belly button down, lower back into the mat. Switch sides, 1 more time, bend and extend, change, bend and extend, and now we speed it up. We stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, chin to chest, lower back down, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders, hug the knees, and turn your head side to side, stretching out the neck. And then stretch your legs long across your mat. Now we're going to cross your right leg over the left. We're back into our neutral spine. So ribs point towards the hips, but your pelvis, your pubic bone, your hip bones are level. You've got that little gap under the lower back. We're gonna do some crunches, but I want you to start with a pelvic floor lift, a little pelvic floor squeeze, then follow with your lower abdominals drawing in, belly button pulling in, and then we layer on the surface muscle to get the head and shoulders up off the mat, just curling up over the rib cage. Inhale, lower. So again, try to initiate with the pelvic floor, follow the deep abdominals, then curl the shoulders up, engaging that rectus abdominis, your surface muscle. So again, try to integrate all of our layers of muscles. So you know you're integrating if you're drawing down, if your abdominals are not bulging up as you lift the head and shoulders. If we just use our surface muscle, it bulges, it's going to get bigger. If we initiate with our deeper muscles, they pull in, they connect into your lower back, which is what we want. So try to look at your abdominals and try to draw everything a little tighter. Stay there for 3 and 2. Hold the last one. Relax your shoulders and touch little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Now lift your right knee up to tabletop crunch towards the knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Knee to chest. 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're not pulling at your head. 3, 2, and then to finish, we just crunch everything together, chest to knee to chest, holding, crunching, and then stretch everything out. Big lift through the rib cage, really arching your back up off the mat. And then sink the ribs back down, cross your right leg over, or left leg over the right, so just changing the cross of the legs. Rib to hip connection. Zip the core in tight, just drawing in. Again, think about that midline through your abdominals, like you're stitching that line a little bit tighter together. Squeeze and lift the pelvic floor as the shoulders come up. Inhale, lower. Lift and lower. So to connect into your pelvic floor, the easiest thing is to lift the back passage. Just kind of imagine you're trying not to pass gas as you lift the head and shoulders up. So that's how we can really connect into that deepest layer, which a lot of people really struggle to find. Now, once we really start layering on all muscles, you're probably not going to feel that sensation anymore, but as long as you're starting the sensation, that will help engage those muscles. Small punches to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Left knee comes up, little crunches up towards the knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Knee to chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Last one. We just squeeze everything together. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then lengthen everything out. Lift your rib cage. Big breath in and exhale. Sink the ribs down. Draw your knees into your chest. Chin into your chest. I'm going to roll up to sitting and flip over to all fours. Now, grab a quick sip of water, and we're going to need the ball for the next exercise. So we're going to place the ball under your left knee, under your standing leg. You're going to need to tuck the toes of that left foot under. So if your foot's just here, you have no stability. But if the toes are there, connected into the mat, you can almost take the ball away. Then it's a lot more stable on that soft ball. Lift the right leg up, really kick that heel out, pull the toes in, zip the core in, and then slow movements down and up. So imagine we've got a champagne flute sitting in the middle of your back, and you're trying to keep it from toppling over. So we have stability through the spine throughout this whole series of exercises. Stay there 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Hold the last 1. Now really, again, kick that heel away, stretch the leg, bend the knee, heel comes in line with it, and then extend the leg back out. So make sure that foot doesn't drop down to the mat. Only the knee goes down to the mat. Heel comes into the hip. Stay here for 5, 4. Each time the sole of the foot reaches to the back wall. 3. Belly button pulled in tight. Last 2. Get back. 1 more. Back and hold. Now point the toe and lower the foot down to the mat. Again, check the right hip is pointing to the mat. We're not twisting or tilting the pelvis. Sweep the leg around, circle, and then back down to the center of the mat. Sweep to the right, around and down. Stay there for 6, 5. Now modification here. Take that ball away if you feel like it's too much with the ball there. You can use a cushion instead of the ball if you don't have a ball. Last one, foot comes back down to the middle point of your mat. And lift the lower back, just make sure your back is still strong and stable. Tap the foot up and over, up and back, just drawing a heel with a toe. Just 4 and 3, last 2, and hold the foot at the corner of the mat. Rotate the leg outward, lengthen through that toe as you lift the leg up. Inhale, lower back down to the corner of the mat. So the leg is at a long diagonal. Make sure you're not bending into your left elbow or sinking into your left hip. Your spine is right through the middle of the mat. 4 more lifts. Try to get the foot just above hip height. 3, strong glute. Feel that twitch of the muscle, that right corner of the hip pocket. Hold the last one up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot back down to the mat. And then foot drops back to the midline of your mat. Now, last one, we're just going to touch your knee to your forehead. So imagine you're dropping that champagne glass. And lift the head, lift the toe, arch your back. Breathe out. So we've got movement through the spine here. Knee to forehead. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head, lift the toe. 3 more. Breathing out, articulating your spine, rounding. And then lifting. 2. And lift. Last one. Tuck. And lift. Good. Drop the right knee to the mat. Remove the ball from underneath your left knee. Just sit back onto your heels. Just circle anywhere that you feel tension. Just shake it out, move it out. So move your shoulders, round your spine. Just kind of roll everything out. So we kind of start fresh as possible on the other side. Ball goes under your right knee. Toes tucked there to help you stabilize. Hands under the shoulders, press into the pads of your fingertips, spread the right ends of your hands, scoot belly button up and away, and lift the left leg up and down. Breathe out and in. Ears in line with your shoulders. Don't let your head start to hang as you get a little bit tired. 4 more. 3, 2, hold the last one. Now bend and extend. Heel staying in line with your hip. Just the knee dropping down to the mat. Like you're folding that foot in towards your hip. Keep your rib to hip connection. Imagine that champagne flute on your back. Stay there. 3, 2, last one. Extend and hold. Point the toe. Lower the foot down to the mat. Foot touching the midline of your mat. Now sweep the legs, circle it around and down. Sweep the friction between the foot and the mat. Stay there. 6. Slow circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Foot comes back to that center line. Zip the core up and away. Press the mat away. Tap the foot out and in. Up and over. Up and back. Just 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Last one. We hold at the edge of the mat. Rotate the leg out. Lengthen through that leg as you lift the leg. Squeeze the glute. That left corner of the hip pocket. With each lift, lift, lift. Hold at the top. Slowly resist gravity as it comes back down to the mat. 6 more. Lift and lower. Rib to hip connection. Right hip over that right knee. No bend in your right elbow. Stay there. 3, 2. Last one. We hold up for 4, 3. So any higher, any longer. And then lower the foot back down to the mat. Take the foot back to the midline of the mat. Breathe out. Drop your chin. Draw your knee into your chest. And then lift the toe up to the ceiling as you lift the head. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. 2 more times. Breathing out, articulating, rounding the spine. Inhale, lift, arch the back. Last one. Knee to forehead. Toe and head up to the ceiling. And then drop the knee down to the mat. Come up off of the ball. Toes together, knees apart, sit back onto your heels. Just slide the ribs between your knees. Stretch the arms nice and long. And then drag your hands back, rounding the spine. Place the hands behind you, hands under the shoulders. Now, anyone with a knee injury, if it doesn't feel good, don't force this one, but you can just lift high, look up to the ceiling. Maybe you can look at the wall behind you as you press into the tops of your feet. And drop your hips back down to your heels. Bend your elbows. Try to go a little deeper. And then straighten up the arms as you lift the hips once again. Lovely stretch. And then back, hips to heels. Hands behind the back. Lift the chest. And then reverse it, round the shoulders. And just lift and lengthen through the palms of your hands. And then take the hands out to the sides. Good, knees together, flip over onto your back. Now, grabbing your ball once again, we're gonna balance on the ball. So you lift your hips up and place the ball between your hip bones and your tailbones, right under the pelvis. You're gonna lift the knees up to tabletop, and then cross your hands across your waist, just kind of grabbing the side of the waist, and then pull, just feeling that wrapping sensation as you kind of drag your arms across your belly until the elbows are kind of connected down into the mat and your fingertips are just touching, resting in the middle of your abdomen. So we're still and stable on that ball. Now we're going to lower the right toe down to the mat, keep the belly button pulled in tight, hold the right foot there, and then follow with your left foot coming down to the mat. Lift the right knee up, then lift your left knee up. Now imagine a pool of water in your belly button so you can deepen that pool as the feet move. Right foot down, right knee up, left knee up. Now touch just inside your hip bones as you continue to move the legs, and imagine drawing your hip bones together. So there's a little line that just draws those lower abdominals tight and trapping them in towards each other. One more time, leading that right foot down, follow with the left, lift the right knee, then lift your left knee. Now just sink your rib cage down a little deeper into the mat, and let's lift the arms up to the ceiling. Let's lead with your left foot down first. Follow with the right foot down, left knee comes up, right knee follows, keeping that scoop, keeping that lowest back rib down on the mat as you move your feet. Down, one down, two down, one knee up, both knees up. Now let's hold here. Extend your right arm and your left leg. We stretch through the toe, extend the leg, reach the arm to the wall behind you. The thumb should touch the mat, then breathe out back to our starting position. Left arm, right leg, opposite arm and leg, stay still on that ball, and lift. Right arm, left leg, lengthening through the toe of the long leg. Getting that thumb down to the mat as you open out. And then come back to your starting point. Now again, just get that scoop out of pelvic floor lift, squeeze, lifting the back passage. Now we're going to lift the toes up to the ceiling. Stretch the legs as straight as you can, and then reach the right arm and left leg out to your side. Breathe out. Draw them back to that starting point. Modification here is to bend the knees. So you can also do this with the knees bent, but think about the arm and the leg like the pages of a book, and your back like the spine of that book. And keep your spine nice and still on the floor as you move the arms and legs out to the side. Keep the standing arm and leg right above the shoulder and your hip. Just one more time each way, belly button scoop the whole time. A little pelvic floor lift each time you think about it. Last one, out and back. And just hug your knees into your chest. We'll roll around on that ball, just kind of massaging out any tension through the lower back. Take your feet down to the mat. Lift your hips up off the ball and take the ball away. Now, we're going to roll ourselves up to sitting and grab your long resistance band. I'm going to wrap that band around your right foot and lean yourself halfway back. So you're just kind of rounding out your spine. I'm going to stretch that right leg out as you lean back, and then draw the knee to your chest. Stretch the leg out, lower the chest, pull the knee and the chest back together. Just 3 more. Breathing out and in. Last 2 and back. 1. Back and hold. Now we're going to just lower, roll the whole of your spine down to the mat as you lift the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Drag your left foot in, your standing leg, and slide your hands along your band until your elbows are on the floor and you've got some resistance, some stretch in that band already. Now lift your hips up off the mat. Press into that heel, that sole of the foot reaches up to the ceiling, and then inhale, lower the hips back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stay here for 6. And 5, pelvis should be parallel to the floor, left knee in line with your hip. 3, 2, hold the last one up. Now breathe out, lower that right leg down, take your hands a little close together so you can get that band kind of tucked inside your standing leg. Stay here for 4, 3, last 2, keep the hips up, shoulders down, last 1. Up and hold, and then lower the hips down to the mat. Take your left foot into your band and roll up. Sit it. Start with our bend and extend. More of an abdominal exercise here. Knee to chest, drop the chest to stretch the leg. Stay here for 3. Knee to chest. Exhale as you extend. Last one. Extend and hold. And lower. Just roll yourself back. Left sole of the left foot points up at the ceiling. Walk your right foot in towards your hips. Shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the hips up. Inhale, lower. Lift and lower. Stay there. 8, 7. Right knee stays in line with your hip. Pelvis stays parallel to the floor. No tilt or twist through the pelvis. Last 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Hands a little closer together. Lower the left leg. Tuck that band just inside your supporting leg down and up. Breathe out as you lower. In as you lift. Shoulders stay away from the ears. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And 1. And then lower everything down to the mat. Let's place both feet into your loop. Cross your band. Slide your hands to the very end of your band. Reach the arms behind you and then just press both feet down into your band. Try not to stretch it too much. We don't want it to break. Low to high. Head and shoulders down on the mat for 3, 2. Exhale as you lower, in as you lift. And with this last one, we're going to try to come up, lift your head, lift your shoulders. If you can, maybe shortening the band, coming into a teaser pose. And feet down to the mat. Sit up nice and tall. So again, let's just kind of wrap the band around your hands. Come back into a balance. See if you can lift your arms, lift your legs, shoulders away from your chin up, chest up. Hold that teaser pose. And then lower everything down. And then lift it back up. So trying to get the feet close to the mat. Lower body comes down, not all the way down. And lift back up. One more time. Lower the legs. And then lift them back up. And then just take the feet forward. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your elbows in tight to the sides of the ribcage. Chin up, ears right above the shoulders, and pull and release. Let's actually shorten the band. We need to hold the band a little shorter with this one. So let the band go, hold it close to the feet, and pull back. And forward. So we feel that proper tension. Stay here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now let's take the band away. Flip onto your side. Prop your head up. Extend your top leg so your heel, knee, hip, shoulder, and head are all in one line. Take your hands, check your hips are stacked. Lift the top leg up and down. 6, 5, 4. So burning into the outside of this leg, just working into that muscle. Hold the next one up. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the leg down. Swing the leg forward. Sweep it back. Lift it up and down. Go forward. Foot stays in line with the hip, not any lower, as if it's running along a track. Forward and back. Up and down. No movement through the upper body. Try to stabilize your pelvis, stabilize the lumbar spine. Keep the core strong to help with that stability. Belly button's in. Last one. Forward, back, and I'm going to hold the leg up. Point the toe. Really bend, and then straighten and lengthen that leg. Shoulder back on that top shoulder. Circle the leg. Big, perfect circles, and then freeze at the top. Again, big, perfect circle. Freeze at the top. So imagine that leg like a chopstick. Drawing big, perfect circles, or like a compass. Last 2, circling all the way around and freezing. Last 1, all the way around, freeze and hold. Reverse 5 the other way. Back, down, up, and freeze. Take it back, down, up, and freeze. Last 3, pelvis stays still. Maybe just use your hand to check every now and then that the pelvis isn't tilting or moving. Last 1, hold it up. Now we're just going to lower the legs straight down, straight up for 6, lift, 5, lift, 4, 3, shoulders away from the ears, nice long neck. Last 1, we hold, and then dive that top knee down to tap out any tension through your top hip. Take your hand behind your head, open your elbow out the wall behind you, trying to keep the knee stuck to the mat in front. Just get that nice twist through the spine, and then just pull the elbows back in front of you. And let's change sides. So bottom knee is bent. Again, your top leg is straight, heel, knee, hip, shoulder, head in line. Rib to hip connection, zipped on core, sit, tight muscles, tight lift. The leg and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now foot drops in line with the hip. Swing the foot forward and back, up and down, forward, back, up and down. Pelvis and lower back, stay as still as you can. Up, down, foot in line with the hip, not sinking down to the floor. 2 more. Kick it forward, sweep it back, high, low. Last one. Forward, back, up, and hold it up. Now point the toe, bend and then extend. Stretch that leg, circle the leg forward, sweep it down, back, and hold. Take your hand to your top hip. And again, just make sure there's no movement through the pelvis. You'll feel the connective tissue kind of rolling along those bones, but make sure that the bones stay still. 2 more. Each time we hold at the top. Last one. Circle, hold at the top. Reverse. Take the leg back, down, forward, and freeze. 4 more. All the way around and freeze. Last 3. Perfect. Big circles, nice and slow. 2, pointing that toe, lengthening through that toe. Last one. All the way around and hold at the top. So lift a little higher. Now straight down and up for 8, 7, pointed toe. 6, shoulders relaxed, long neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just dive that top knee forward. Tap out any tension through the hip. Take the hand behind your head and then open the elbow out to the wall behind you. So you look over that shoulder, keeping the knees stuck down to the mat in the front, and then pull your elbows back together. Good. Okay, we're going to focus on upper body for a moment. So a bit of time left. So you're going to grab your long band. And if you need to, sit up onto a cushion, or you can have your legs out in front of you. However you can best keep your back nice and straight. Ears, shoulders, ribs, and hips all stacked. Sitting on the middle of your band, and just make sure you've got equal lengths on either side. Feel free to grab some water. And we're going to start with our small circles. So hands are in line with your shoulders. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Belly button's pulled in. We've got the rib to hip connection. And we do circle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more in this direction. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. So lengthen, shoulders down, zip the core, lift the pelvic floor, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now lift the arms up to your ears. Inhale, lower them back down. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Again, think rib to hip connection, belly button pulled in tighter. With each lift, stay there for 5, 4, beautiful, 3, 2, hold the last one up. Now we bend the elbows, elbows into a W shape. Exhale, stretch the arms up to the head. Inhale down, exhale, lift. 4 more. Exhale with each lift. Last 2, cores on strong. Last one, up and hold, and then reach your arms, straight arms all the way down to your side. Just roll out any tension through the neck and your shoulders. Circle the shoulders forward. Good. Now we've got just 2 more sets to go, 2 more variations. Wrists are close together. Again, long, strong back. Zip the core in. Lift the arms up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stay here for 6, 5, 4. So imagine a back brace, so we can't kind of use whiplash or momentum arching that back. So think head, ribs, and hips perfectly still. Let's hold the last one up. Lower the right arm, keep it straight down, and up left arm down, and up right arm down, and lift left. 4 more, alternate. 4, 3, 2, last one, both arms up, and then slowly, slowly down. Drop your band, pick it up closer to your hips. Take the elbows to the inside of the ribs, roll your knuckles up to the ceiling, and then extend your arms out to the side so the corners are inhale, bend, extend, and bend. So nice, long, straight back. Narrow the waist. Imagine, think about your waistband. Imagine you're trying to lift your waistband up without using your hands, just using the corset muscles. 4 more. 3, last 2. Hold it out. Now we're going to do 4 sets of 8. Little pulses, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lift a little higher. Collarbone a little wider. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your elbows, drop your band, wrap the hands behind your back, lift the arms, and then reverse. Good. Okay, take the band away. Flip over onto your front. Reach your hands to the corners of the mat, take your feet to the corners of the mat, turn your heels in towards each other. Squeeze the glutes and lift your belly button up away from the mat. Try to tilt your pelvis slightly so your pubic bone is a little bit heavier than the hip bones. And then lift your right arm and your left leg, lengthening through the fingers and the toes, lifting your chest and head. Reverse. Left arm, right leg. Stay here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything back down to the mat. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, lift both arms, both legs. Again, zip the belly button up and away, and add a quick flutter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Tuck your hands along your sides. Walk your feet in close to each other. But first set, we will keep the feet on the mat and just lift the chest. Turn the pinkies up to the ceiling. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So lengthening through the crown of the head. So not bobbing that head up to the ceiling. We're looking down at the mat and really reaching from the tip of your tailbone right through the top of the head. So lengthening the spine as much as you're lifting it. Last one. We lace the fingers together behind the back. Reach the hands on the back legs. Zip the heels and lift your legs up. Hold there for 3, 2, 1. Lower the chest. Lower the feet. Breathe out in. Lift the chest. Hands together. Heels together. Lift. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let everything come down. Last 2. Chest up. Hands together. Heels together. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And down. Last set. Chest high. Hands together. Heels together. Shoulder blades together. Lengthen from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And then take your hands under your shoulders. And sit back onto your heels to stretch out your back. Rest your head on the mat. Good. Let's come to sitting. Have a quick stretch. So with your feet in a diamond shape, we're just going to cross your right foot over your left knee. Hands either side of that right knee, just kind of leaning in towards the knee. Maybe using your hands just to ease the knee down. Whatever feels right for you. Just going deeper if you need to. We're keeping it light and just sitting up and just holding the position if that's enough of a stretch. Now just lift that right foot off of your left knee. Place your left foot on top of the right knee. Notice a difference from one side to the other. If one sticks up more than the other, again, lean towards that knee, maybe with the hand on top of the knee, maybe just with the hands down on the mat. Whatever feels best for you today. Come back to the center, uncross the legs, reach your legs out into a wide V. Jiggle the legs just to loosen everything up. Circle your feet and finish with the toes pointing up to the ceiling. String out the top of the head, nice long spine. And we're going to take one elbow to the inside of the knee. Rotate the ribs and the shoulders. Reach the arm up over your head. And then lift the elbow and turn the torso so your chest is facing down towards that knee. Take the opposite hand to the foot, and the other hand reaches behind you. So we're reaching the pinky to the pinky toe, twisting the shoulders as you reach towards that foot. And then breathe in, lift and lengthen. Let's actually take the hands behind the head and really lengthen up nice and tall. Turn the other way. Well, actually, let's start with the elbow to the inside of the knee. Rotate the rib cage, reach the arm overhead. And then turn the chest down towards the knee. Reach the hands to the outside of your ankle. Other arm reaches behind. And back to center. Now just slide your hands straight forward. Hands maybe reaching out to the feet. And then take the legs, swing them together at the end of your mat. Come onto all fours. You're gonna do a nice big cat stretch. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your toes under, lift your knees up, press into your heels, arch the back. Pedal through the feet, right heel down, left heel down. One more time each way, right and left, and both heels down. Walk back to your feet. Hang over the legs. Hold the backs, the ankles, nod, the head yes. Shake the head no. Pull the chest down towards your knees and then bend your knees, round your spine, let your hands hang and start rolling yourself slowly back up. Shoulders and head come up last. Lift the arms up, zip your heels together, inner thighs together. Float up into your balance, shoulders down, wrist to hip. And reach the arms out to the side, lace the fingers behind the back. And swing the arms out. Great, well done. I hope that was an enjoyable start to the week for you. We're back again this evening. We've got a full schedule this week, so check on Instagram. Send us any feedback as to what you want to see, and I'll do my best to work it in. See you soon. Bye.